Welcome back to the Complete Guide to Reading Rhythms Practice Along course. We're starting section 13 today. Now, in section 13, we've got a couple of new symbols, but really we're just reiterating an old concept that we've covered twice in this book already, and that is the dot. The first time we used the dot, we added an eighth note value to a quarter note to make it half again as long as it already was, a beat and a half, right? And then we used a dot on a half note to add a quarter note value to a half note, which gets 2 beats. So now your note gets 3 beats. So what we're doing now is we're putting a dot on an eighth note. Now an eighth note has 2 16th note time value. When you put that dot on there, now it has 3 16th note time value. Now in every beat, if you remember, we get 4 16th notes in one beat, right? So you'd have one E and a. So if we have an eighth note at the beginning, the second 16th note is part of that eighth note, right? So if we put a dot on there, it says make that third 16th note part of the eighth note time value. So what you have is one E and a, right? Okay, so now if we take a 16th note in the front, we put an eighth note in the middle like we did in the last section where we had that last 16th note hanging out all by itself. Now we put a dot on there and it adds this value to that eighth note. So what we get is one E and a, right? So the and a are now part of the E, the eighth note that is on the E. So what you get is one E, one E. As you'll see, these are super funky sounding rhythms. I really dig them, especially as a drummer. These are really fun to play, and so they do demand some attention so that we can get mastery of them. When drummers play these wrong and when other instrumentalists play these wrong, it's really pretty glaring, and usually what we do is we try to squish them or we rush them. And hopefully this book and these practice sessions are going to help you to not do that ever again and make really great super funky sounding music in the future. Or there's lots of great classical music that has these two rhythms in there, so you'll be able to make really crisp, clean articulations of these rhythms. Anyhow, our tempo is set for 40 beats per minute. Let's sit up tall, let's count out loud, let's tap our foot and play through these exercises. Ready? Here we go. So we got 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1, a, 2, a, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1, a, 2, line 2 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E, 2 E, line 3 E and a, 2 E and a, 1, a, 2 E, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1, a, 2 E, line 4, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E, 2, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 1 E, 2, line 5 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2, 1 E and a 2, line 6 E and a 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E, line 7, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, line 8, 1 and a 2, 1 E and a 2, and 1 and a 2, 1 E and a 2, and that's it. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. We can keep going with that. Now if you're having a little bit of trouble following, go back and follow along with your finger until you feel like you got it and you can count it with me, and then go back and start to play it, okay? Sometimes this takes a little bit of understanding, and maybe this one's easy for you and some of the other ones were difficult. You never know. It's just, for whatever reason, some material is more difficult to assimilate, and that's okay. So we're going to go back to the top. We're going to play right now. 1, 1, 2, line 1 E and a go E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, line 3 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, a 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, a 2 E, line 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2, line 5 E and a 2, a 1 E and a 2, a 1 E and a 2, a 1 E and a 2, line 6, a 1 E and a 2 E, 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 line 7, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, line 8, 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2, and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. Good job. We got a little bit less than 2 minutes to go. We're going to bump it up to 50 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 2, back to the top. 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, line 2 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, line 3, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2 E, line 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2, line 5, a 1 E and a 2, 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 line 6, a 1 E and a 2 E, 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 line 7, 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, and 1 E and 2 E, 1 E and a 2, line 8, 1 and a 2, 1 E and a 2, and 1 and a 2, a 1 E and a 2. How's that going? Good? Okay, we got 25 seconds to go. We're going to get started back at the top at 55 beats per minute. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, line 1, 2, ready, go. 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1, a 2, line 2, a 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E, 2 E. All right, that's where we'll stop. We'll pick up again tomorrow right there on line 3. Great job today working on this new rhythm concept, especially like the concept, like I said, is not new, but the rhythm value is new, and it's a different thing to look at that symbol and have to discern those two symbols, especially if you're partly dyslexic like I am. This can be a little bit challenging, but all the more reason to keep working at it. Let's keep working together. Let's keep going through this section 13. I'm having a great time with this rhythm already, and we're just getting started. We're only at 55 beats per minute. It only gets more fun from here. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.